Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to dominate on Zac in gold, silver, elo. I recommend him a lot for those of you who want to learn how to jungle. He gives a lot of base stats, he has lots of CC, scales well, and is very easy to play. First thing you want to do is keep watch and get a ward down. Getting wards down are very important. It's gonna set you up for success. You want to back no later than the 1 minute mark, and then you normally want to leash from your bot lane for the fastest leash possible. Zac's full clear is relatively slow. If you do all 6 camps, you want to ping it out. A lot of times your teams will be on autopilot and low elo, so she didn't even realize I was going to start there. Because if your teammates don't see you buy a buff, they don't know. So if I'm over here in our ward, they don't know. It's just really that simple, unfortunately. So now we're going to make our way over here. I pinged it. I didn't spam ping them. I gave them the benefit of the doubt they came, and we are lucky that my teammates are leashing. I'm going to start W. And we're going to go in for a full clear. Nunu's not likely to invade us, especially with Predator Nunu. That's more likely to be a heavy gank, so we're going to focus on farming up early. We don't want to force any ganks. We could head mid at level 3 against... Ooh, messed up my W. Could head mid at level 3 to gank the Irelia. Ganking melee champs mid is fairly easy, especially if they don't have a dash away like a Zed. It looks like she might have already killed my Kata. Very close, it seemed. Little unlucky. Yeah, happens. Don't worry about it. You're gonna scale up, and that's all we need. I will say this team that I'm on isn't ideal for Zac because we only have 180 champion. So we're gonna make sure Sivir isn't behind. Hopefully she's not our worst player. Just gonna focus on farming it up, smashing them together, picking up our blobs for the HP and to reset our W. This is about the normal clear speed. By the time you finish 3 camps, if you do get a leash, you should be crossing through mid around the 240 mark. So by the time you get here, sorry guys, it should be 240. Then you can E to your next camp. I eat a little late there, cue them into each other, try to get your spells on cooldown ASAP unless you feel like you're about to get invaded, in which case it's okay to hold on to your E. That way you'll have an escape. Nunu never showed up, so the odds of him being at our blue is very low, especially since he went Predator. He's more likely to have reset early to get boots. Nunu with Predator doesn't really invade because he doesn't have a keystone to fight with, and Nunu in general isn't much of an invade champ these days. We can take Blue and Gromp at the same time as long as you're level 3. I like to put my red buff on both of them, and I end up normally smiting the blue buff. In this case, I'm going to end up smiting the Gromp. I'm going to smack them together and finish them off. And now we are up to really high HP. It looks like Nunu ganked top. I'm going to go over here. I think I can fight him. He doesn't have a keystone. He's on it right now. And knock him up out of his snowball. I don't think Cat is going to help me. I guess we'll find out. Cho'Gath's on his way. We can fight this. I have my passive. I dodged the stun. I'm still going to pick up my Bloblet. And yeah, I have my passive. That's the beautiful thing about Zac, is if you're fighting these close fights, as long as you're not hard losing it, you're not going to die, and it gives your teammates time to kill. If it was an early game jungle like 𝐒𝐿, I would have avoided that fight. Since it's Nunu, I can take it. If it was Evelynn, I could take it. Any really weak early game jungler, Zac, once you are level 3, level 4, you can start to 2v2. But once again, if that was 𝐒𝐿, or if that was the Echo, or anything like that, then I obviously would try to avoid those situations. Now we can take this and gank top. Scuttles are kind of annoying for Zac to take. Takes you a little bit. I think York backed off here. He's probably going to TP back. I don't know if this is warded. I don't really have time to wait, though. I'm going to go ahead and get my Balmy Cinder and a pink ward. Balmy Cinder should be your first back item on Zac 9 out of 10 times. It's your best option, and it gives you a lot of damage and ganks. Gives you a lot of clear speed. Really, really strong on it. Whenever you CC something, you get a massive burn effect, plus a steady burn effect already. Zac's also very good at defending turrets, like a Fiddle ult. Zac's E acts in the same way. If we do need to get someone ahead, like I said, preferably Sivir. Luckily, she's not that far behind in CS. That is good news for us. She's our only AD champion, and Zac does primarily AP. All of your spells do AP, so your only physical damage is coming from your auto attacks. Nunu got Dragon, not a huge deal. The first Dragon isn't too important. It's just a Cloud Drake. And he's going to put himself behind in golden XP by taking that long on that. He's probably going to have to reset as well. If you're gonna go Predator Nunu, you're better off focusing down ganks than necessarily objectives early. Level 5 on Zac, you're never really gonna rush a dragon down before you have jungle items. Soloing dragons takes too long on him. Gonna hit her with my Q, missed it. That's all right. Normally you want to hit them with Q once they're knocked up. I Q'd a little late there. I wasn't sure at first if my knockup landed. My eyes were kind of tricking me, but normally you want to Q them while they're in midair knocked up from your E. That way you don't miss it like I just did. I bomb me Cinder. Nunu's gonna miss out. He probably had to back because he was low on health. Doesn't look like he's back yet, but he's running low on health and mana. Not low on health, but he's missing a little bit. It's most likely gonna come right here. If I had to guess. Alright, we'll go mid. I can hop over the wall. Once you have a couple points in your E, you can start to reach areas that you normally struggle with. I'm gonna Q her. Kata has ult. She's taking her sweet time on it. She got the kill. Very nice. Your ultimate's like a AoE Alistar headbutt. It pushes enemies away from you. So you can press R like a kind of like Gragas belly flop flash. You can R then flash behind them like I did there to bump them into your teammates. Nunu's only level 4, level 5. This gank shouldn't be that strong. He's going to get himself killed. That's one issue with Predator Nunu. Even if you land your CC, you're not very tanky after you land it. Aftershock Zac is insane. If you land your CC, even if you're defending under turret, they can't kill you. You're too tanky. We're going to come over here. Level 6 is a huge power spike for Zac. Level 4, level 6, and level 7. Level 7 because you get another point in your E, which gives you even more range and lower cooldown. Your E at level 1 has insanely long cooldown. It's like 24 seconds at level 1. It's like 24 or 22, and now it's all the way at 13, which is really nice. We're going to head over mid. Irelia is playing aggro. We're going to focus on our easy slains to gank, and Irelia is melee, so as you can imagine, she's going to be playing up. So is Katarina. She's melee as well. Nunu's only level 5. He has barely more items than us. He has Red Smite. We don't. We are 2 levels up on him, so I feel comfortable fighting this 2v2. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, I actually messed up my E. Yeah, I messed up my E there. Nunu kind of timed it out with his snowball, to be honest. Yeah, that was messy. If I E'd in when Nunu had his girthy snowball in my face, it would have knocked me out of the air. So yeah, that was not an ideal situation. Knock her up, Q her in midair, smack her against the minion. After you land your Q on something, you can auto a turret, a plant, herald, inhibitor. Doesn't matter. You can knock them against it. As long as you've landed your Q. I'm going to get this scuttle, knock it up, and I'll smite it. Actually, I'll knock it against the plant and then smite it. Your smite does more damage, so check this out. 675. My smite only does 570, but since I had it CC'd, my smite did bonus damage. You do bonus damage in general against it, no matter. Against scuttles, the only camp that behaves that way. Well, I'm camping mid because this just makes sense. This is a good matchup for me to camp it in. Gonna knock him against his maiden, hopefully. I couldn't quite reach the maiden. I was stuck in his wall. Luckily, Cho'Gath did the dirty for us. I'm gonna help him shove wave, and then we'll go for a plate or two. When multiple of you are attacking a turret, it does get more armor per plate that you break. So here I'm gonna use my demolish, and then you'll see the turret starts to get more and more armor. It's bulk work. I have my R. This is actually free. I still have passive. That was awkward. I missed my Q on him, and Cho'Gath missed his Q. We both missed our stuff, so we're both thinking the same thing, though. We both wanted to kill him under turret because Nunu's not that tanky. He doesn't have aftershock. We have Cinderhulk. You want Blue Smite on Zac. He's just one of those jungle champs, and they have a lot of AP damage. They have double AP, and 𝐒𝐿 does some as well. So we'll just go straight into our Spirit Vistage here. You don't have to rush Warmogs. This is an item on Zac. In fact, that's not cost efficient. It's 50 more gold than Spirit Vistage. And you're not even hitting the Warmog sweet spot on the 3k HP. So it's actually better that you don't rush Warmogs as the first item on Zac. It's a little bit outdated, and people, including myself, have come to the conclusion it's just not quite worth. Even though that HP is very tempting. As long as the enemy team has at least 2 AP characters, then it is very much worth to get it. Spirit Vistage. Hold on one second. Okay, they closed the door. They opened the door and they were in here. Alright. Allie's a little turd. Got her pink ward down. They got it pink warded. Gonna Q her. Smack her against the Zyra plant. That's kind of funny. This isn't warded. Good block by Sivir. Gonna knock him up. He has no R. I'm gonna blue smite him. Hit him with my Q. And he's dead. Very nice. I still have my passive. Very cool. On Zac, just focus on the lanes that you know you can get a kill on. If your teammate's pinging you to gank, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean it's gankable. That doesn't mean it's not gankable. You need to use your better judgment of what lanes are gankable. And I know mid's the easiest. Irelia always easy to gank. She's playing up. She's dashing through the minions. All that kind of stuff. Smite it a bit late. Now that my Q has 4 more points in, I have 5 points in, I can reach from pretty much anywhere. I have twice the range of a Fiddle ult, essentially. Ooh, that's worded. I can dive, I have passive. You can ping that out to your teammates. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. I'm going to ult her towards my Kata. Bounce Nunu off. Kata's not interested. I just need to pick up a few blobs. Knock them up. Pick up my blobs. Flash the wall. Kata can probably get the kill here. I'm going to let her dash to me. She's tanking turret. She didn't dash to me. I had her free out there. Cho'Gath has a teleport. He can teleport to one of my blobs with. Knocked them together. I almost knocked them together there. Nice TP from the Cho'Gath. I don't know if we needed it, but I do appreciate it. Oh, that was a bad E on my part. Okay, I gotta reset. You know what? I don't actually have to reset. I'll just wait for my Spirit Visage. I'm only about 900 gold off. If I full clear up, I can defend top turret and get my Spirit Visage regardless. Cho'Gath does need to... Kata should have probably rotated top, and then I could cover mid here. Because it would take me forever to just run top. I still wouldn't be there yet. Clear these guys out real quick. Hop over. I'm really peaked once again, guys. Even if a jungler isn't fed, they can get full jungle item by the 10-minute mark or sooner. If you look around on the map, very few people, if any, have a full item. Only me and Katarina. And Katarina is very fed. So it gives junglers their big power spike. Even a tank jungler. Cinderhulk is very cheap. It's cheaper than Warrior or Bloodrazor. It allows tank junglers to still power spike, just like a Rengar would, or a... I guess Rengar doesn't normally build jungle item. That was a terrible example. I guess like a Lee Sin would, or a Echo. Something along those lines. Well, the AP jungle item, that's another bad example. AP jungle item, tank jungle item cost the same. They're both cheaper. So any kind of AD carry jungler, Kha'Zix, Lee Sin, you name it. Knock him against it, bop him into my Bran. Bounce on his head. Slow him. And you can slow them mid-jump. While you're in mid-air, you can smite monsters, champions. That way they can't dodge your E. Against monsters, you'll usually do it to steal Baron or Dragon without actually going into the pit. As long as you can reach. And knock this guy into him. Get some extra damage on Scuttle. Also take them both. I think there's a big fight going on over there. This is a good time to take this. The enemy bot lane is... Even though they're missing, they still have their bot turret. 2 of the enemies are dead. The odds of anyone showing up here are very slim. Slim to none. We see them all on the map. Zac is weakest in his first 3 levels. He struggles to solo anybody. His first 3 levels. Once again, he power spikes at level 4 for ganks because his increased E duration. He spikes at level 6 because his ultimate is objectively OP. And he spikes at level 7 because you have 4 points in your E. And then he power spikes on Cinderhulk. He power spikes on his Spirit Visage. Could have smited her in midair there. Gonna knock her against her plant. I'm gonna have to hop the wall here. I could have short hopped it that way. I wanted to get a little more distance. Blue smite on the Nunu. Ooh, I don't actually have passive. This is a little risky. I thought I actually had passive here, but I don't. I would go in if I had passive. I don't want to die and throw off my momentum. I'm going to go ahead and drop Herald. Normally you want to wait to use Herald until there are 2 or less turret plates, since it can only scrape 2 1/4 at a time. In this case, turret plates have already ended, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get at least 2. A lot of you say, what's the gold Herald? You want to get at least 2 Herald head crashes off. If you don't get at least 2 crashes, it wasn't a very good Herald. Knock her against the turret. She's dead. I don't even need to use R. We have enough damage without it. Could have used R, but didn't need it. At this point, just avoid dying. My passive's down. A lot of times when you E, you don't want the enemies to see you. Like here, he doesn't know I'm here. Is he actually chasing though? I might ease up here in a second. I blue smited him. Look at that big sticky. I don't think he's getting away here. There's absolutely no way he gets away. This is brutal, man. He's just running around. Zyra might actually pop off here. Gonna ult, get my aftershock bonus, also pick up some bloblets a lot easier. Gonna slam them together, flash the wall. Oh man, I didn't expect the Irelia. Overall, that was greedy of me. I don't have passive still, so I could easily die. Gonna hop the wall. Heal off of this. I could back and get Spirit Visage. I don't really want them to sneak dragon. I can also defend turret. If they're gonna shove up, oh, he's gonna ward over the wall there. It looks like. This is what Zac excels at. Try to hit them and the minions. You notice how I hit both? I should have knocked him against his little ghoul there. He's dead. I messed up. So I played that perfectly with my E. I killed the minions and knocked him up with the same stroke. But then after I had him knocked up, I Q'd him, but then I didn't auto his ghoul. If I would have autoed his ghoul, I would have kept him under turret for another 1.5 seconds. Okay, let's do dragon. York's dead. I have my passive up. Even if I'm sitting on a lot of gold, I'm just as tanky as anyone else, if not more. I don't even have smite here. I just didn't have smite. Oh, I missed my E. Jesus. I E'd at point blank range and missed. Definitely don't do that. Make sure you put your cursor over where you're trying to E. That was bad. Very bad of me. I actually have my passive here. Zyra's not going to let me hit her though. Knock them together. Get my aftershock bonus. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I definitely overplayed my hand. A little too aggro. Zyra's not going to let me land my E on her. If you are going to go in on somebody, if you don't have any pressure in terms of where they're going to move, if you don't have blue smite, it's very difficult to land your E. We have Spirit Visage now. Kaisa did a lot of magic damage. Spirit Visage is going to be huge for us. On top of that, you could go for Knight's Vow if you really trust your AD carry. I don't in this case. I could get it for the Kata, however. Be very high value. Instead, I'm thinking about just getting a Thornmail. Or at least a Bramble Vest. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some Merc Treads, and I'll build into my Thornmail, and then we'll be set. We probably won't die again. That was just greedy. I had camps up. We have a lot of map control. We have more turrets than they have. Greedy, greedy, greedy of me. Eat your camps. Biggest thing on Zac is just you gotta be patient and play around your teammates. You don't have a lot of one-shot potential unless the enemies are under your turret. So it didn't really make sense for me to go for that play. Q her when she's knocked up. Melee her into a minion. Watch this. I eat all my little blobs and I'm back to full health. I'm going to knock him up if he does it. Yep. I have my R here as well. Blue smite the Zyra. Q her, hit her against plants. I don't want to R her. She's already... Oh, that was a terrible E. I thought Nunu was going to try to juke back. Well played on his part. Didn't hit my refills. I actually do quite a bit because I have Spirit Visage and I have Revitalize. It's a lot of extra healing. Knock her up. Hit her against turret. Very nice. I'm going to knock Nunu off of me. Pick up a Bloblet. Pick up another Bloblet. And as you can see, the Spirit Visage healing is Tremendous. It's nice. I've actually swapped off with going for Fawn of Life. I prefer Demolish these days. Gonna pick up some more blobs. They need to get Executioners. If you're gonna play against Zac, you have to get an early Executioners or early Morello. You can't just play against them like this. You can E over, take their count. You can take camps very fast on Zac once you have Bomby Cinder. And on top of that, a Cinderhold. As you can see, I took it just as fast as an Evelyn would. As long as I have my E's up. She's actually low on health, I can kill her. Blue Smiter in midair. Hoo-yah! Okay, she flashed away. She flashed, she ult. Watch this short hop. She can't even stun me out of it. You can just tap it really fast over thin walls like these, to where even if they do have an instant CC like a Fiddle Fear, once you start your E animation, they're just screwed unless they knock you up with like an Alistar headbutt. It happens so fast though, because it's such a thin wall, they have very little time to react on that. There's very few thin walls though, like you can do it on this one as well. Oh, Kais, I didn't think she was paying attention. I'm gonna Q her. Ooh, I missed my Q. Gonna try to get my ult on top. I do have Bramble Vest to where she won't be healing off of me. She's dead. Yeah, they keep juking. Well played on them. I'm eating a little bit early. Their jukes have been pretty clean this game. They keep canceling their pathing and switching it up altogether. I need to heal off of something before I go in for another fight. If your passive is down, you do need to be careful about that. And as you do get higher level, your passive comes back faster and faster to where they actually have very little time to kill it. And the more armor you get and magic resist, it's harder for them. Kill your blobs. Q Zyre, knock him into Nunu, cancel the Nunu R. I need to pick up a bloblet here. I got stuck in the Yort thing. That sucks. If I could have gotten out and picked up a bloblet, that would have been like 300 HP. Unfortunate. Gonna go ahead and finish off our Warmogs. And then at this point, you can start building support items like Knight's Vow or Redemption. If you have Spirit Visage, Redemption isn't bad on Zac. In this particular case, I think I would lean more towards a Knight's Vow for my Katarina or Bran. They're both doing insane amount of damage. Warmogs wouldn't be bad. Gargoyle would be good as well. Normally on Zac, unless you're in really high elo, like Diamond 1+, you don't rush anything like Knight's Vow. Puts you in bad situations for 2v2s and 1v1s. It's more of a late game item for a hyper carry on your team. We shouldn't really be here though. We took their inhibitor. Now's the time we should be pulling out. It looks like we really want to fight this though. He's on such a short cooldown late game, you can kind of use it to just get around the map. If it ever is up, as long as you're not about to get in a fight, feel free to just use it. Forcing a big fight mid. I'm going to E there. It's on a very short cooldown. Only 9 seconds. Pretty short. Because it goes on cooldown once you're in midair. So it's really shorter than 9 seconds. Knock her up. Q her into minion. She's dead. We really should have gone for dragon, but everyone wants to ARAM it right now. If you cancel your E, it puts it on half cooldown. You can always go over these really thick walls. That's the nice thing about the E max on Zac. You go for W max because it's a huge form of damage. You max Q last because it gives you the least damage. And you really only need it for the knock. You don't need it for anything else. You can pull Gromp to Dragon. I mean, Scuttle Crab. Oops. Cho doesn't have his thing, so I'll just smite it. I can knock him into the plant like that. Pull him back. I don't know why we're not just killing this guy. Guess we don't want to chase him. I knew he would juke. That's why I would put my E a little short to where you could have outran it slightly. But they always try to juke. They're so clever. He did it again. They do it every time, I swear. Sometimes you don't want to put it behind them because they'll just juke it. You just want to put it right on top. Knock him up. Show's gonna ult. Very nice. He's dead. Keep picking up my blobs while I'm taking turret. Whoop-ah! Demolish. I have passive, not too worried about getting low HP. We could actually fight those guys. They don't have that much MR. Irelia does, but we could blow 𝐒𝐿 up really fast. Got a little blob. That was 225 healing off of one blob. Okay, blue smited to speed up. I need a Bran. I do have passive, but that was a little over the top on my part for sure. I don't have ulti. And my aftershock's on cooldown. Pay attention to your aftershock. That's a big part of your tankiness. We've definitely been under farming and over ganking a bit. Luckily, we have been going in for good ganks mid lane, which have gotten 𝐒𝐿𝐂 ahead. But yeah, normally in lower elo you have more ganks on Zac. Ganks work better in lower elo on Zac than you do in higher elo. Higher elo, it's a lot more just farming till 4 and farming till 6 kind of stuff with minimal ganks. Low elo, you just hit level 3 cheese gank if you want, or you can just farm till 4 then gank. Gonna Q Nunu. Ulti all 3 of them. Big damage, big CC. I can't move though, I'm trapped in this little thing. I have my E. Q him, smack him against a minion. Oh, 𝐒𝐿𝐿, you're so done for, my friend. I'm gonna blue smite her in midair, look. Oh, she had flash. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Oh, whoop-a! How funny is that? Oh, I missed. Well, that E wasn't funny, but the Q was. Oh, she's so lucky. Yeah, she's a goner. We just got back nearly 600 HP off that. And that's how you play Zac in low elo, guys. Make sure you're running the right runes, level order. Go to the start of the video if you want to see all of that in one place. Remember, don't gank pre-level 3. Preferably get level 4 and then gank. Get a good ward down. Get your Oracle Lens level 1. And you scale up. You win. Level 4, level 6, level 7. Huge power spike. Cinderhulk, huge power spike. My ulti's up. I'm actually ready to fight here. Knock them together. I still have passive. And I'm on my Cinderhulk. If they try to burst me down, hopefully my team can punish it. Like York just went in. I need 𝐒𝐿𝐿 to turn around and fight. Knock them up. Ulti. Pick up my bloblets. Pick up more bloblets. Knock Nunu into a minion. Cancel his ult. Knock them up. Pick up bloblets. Ooh, baby, this is a close fight. Gonna Q her into turret. 𝐒𝐿𝐿 needs something to jump through. Very nice. Notice how throughout the fight I was constantly trying to pick up large bloblets so I could heal up. Pull Irelia back. Knock her into inhib. Blue smite Nunu. I was trying to blue smite Irelia, but I couldn't reach. Trying to finish off the Nunu there. I really wish Bran would have finished off Bran. Knock her up. Kill her. I'm dead though. Yeah, I really, really wish we would have finished off Bran. That was a super gritty fight for sure. Gargoyle Stoneplate would make a huge difference as they all turned on us. Also go for Liandry's is a good item at this point as well. We'll look at the kind of damage we took. Even Irelia did mostly magic damage. That is incredible. Off of her Wit's End on hit damage and her stun. Her Ionian Fever, her abilities do a lot of magic damage. It's incredible. She did so much magic damage to us. Might go for some more MR. We could... They do have Zyra, which does repeat magic damage. And the Wit's End, which is repeat. We could honestly just go for an adaptive helm would be really good. We don't really need Liandry's. We just need to be tankier. The Stoneplate alone might solve that. I guess we'll see. Going for dragons up here in a minute. We need to do a better job pilling for Sivir. We keep getting stuck in the York cage is a big issue. Oh no. That's not good. That was not good. We just kind of ran into them. We can't get to dragon. It's gone. We should not fight 3v5. This is bad. If Shogath forces that, it's going to put us in a terrible situation. We need to just be patient now. After our bot lane died, you don't want to force a fight. especially this late. Once their AD carry has 2.5 items, they can start to put some damage on you, particularly 𝐒𝐂𝐂𝐂𝐋𝐒, Vayne in particular. If you're playing Zac, you normally go for a Vayne ban or a Graves ban. Graves crushes you hard early. Vayne, you can't play against late game. Gonna Q her. Yep, their support just threw like our bot lane did. It happens. That's why you don't flame your teammates. Most of the players in the game are playing at the same skill level, and most people make the same amount of mistakes. Knock them together. Gonna ulti. Gonna knock her up. Ooh, I just realized Kato wasn't with me. That's alright, we'll pull out. Yeah, that was awkward. I guess I'm showing you guys how hard Zac can fight, but you don't want to do that. I'm a little tired right now, so I'm not really keeping track if my teammates are behind me. That's my bad. That should be a free Baron. Their 𝐒𝐂𝐈 has to pull out. If Nunu comes up, I'll try to CC him before we can get to it. Have my sweeper on. My W shreds it really hard. It does max health damage. Trying to save my E. Smite it. Go over the wall. Didn't quite land it. Knock them together. Try to bust this down. 4 autos is way too much. Takes me an hour to do that. By the way, if you Q someone like 𝐒𝐂𝐂𝐋𝐒, Vayne, it makes them visible. It's like a TF ult on them if you land it. My passive's on cooldown here. Charge up an E through the back. Knock him up, Q him, and that's game, guys. Hopefully you've seen the power of Zac to carry in lower elo, even with both teams making a lot of mistakes. We had a lot of carry potential and an insane amount of KP. If you guys want to see everything in one spot, go to the start of the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.